And this is just an overview. We're going to touch base on the welcome about Mr. Paris, key highlights about the projects, class structure using the PBL strategy, class rules, materials, class communication, and assignment. Okay. This right here gives you a brief history about Mr. Paris. My background is an Adobe specialist, fine arts, technology at General Fine Arts, got a master's at MICA, and also graduate of New World, so I'm an alumni. I was the 2020 Miami-Dade Teacher of the Year run-up, and also the model teacher for NEFTY. So this gives you a quick overview of about Mr. Paris. I've been teaching for 23 years, and the next slide kind of gives you a snapshot of Mr. Paris. Um, Things that describes me. My background is creativity, innovation. Um, Born in the Virgin Islands. Been teaching for about 24 years. I love what I do. Um, this gives you a little snapshot of my journey. I kind of get my kids involved in a lot of real world scenarios. For example, we had our student meet Richard Branson. They talked about ways he can put together topics and business concept for my students. Right here is the different awards that I've won and cool things. This is my family right here, family of six, big family. Um, I have two kids that attends New World, and I love what I do. So highlights about the program. So in film, our first assignment is that we jump right into young arts. Kids have the option of doing the young arts, but they do have they must complete a video. This is a great opportunity. All they have to do is put together a 10-minute film um, and walk away with $10,000. The film can encompass narrative, documentary, experimental, animation, and filmmaking. And also, you have the link for that. Then after that, we kind of work on these two projects at the same time. We do the one mobile, 1 minute, one film challenge, where this is centered around a theme of making peace with nature, and we got this from the Global Sustainability Act, which is a very serious issue that's happening around the world with climate change and pollution. So we have a project where our students create a 1 minute film that addresses those issues, and they also have the challenge, the opportunity to walk away with $10,000 if their film is selected. Throughout this journey, they will learn basic film concepts. They get to review some certain films. They get to put together a business that is centered around marketing, um, video recording, or photography. We use the Nifty platform, and the kids will put together a business plan, executive summary about how they could put together a business concept, and they're able to walk away with $9,000 at the end of the year if they get to go to New York. One of the key things that we also do is connect, because a lot of times the kids get their they have all this skill set, and they get the money and stuff like that, but what about the financial literacy? What about the component where, okay, how do you make a living with this talent? So in this class, you also learn about the fundamentals of financial literacy, and also about the how to take your concept and actually market it, put together a website, and the whole nine. These are examples of some of the students that won in my class, and this is our current project here. The classroom structure and project-based learning, which I refer to the BBL, project-based learning cycle. And this is how my class works. It's actually students inquire, they jump right into a challenge, they sustain the concept. They go through this process where we get to hear the student's voice, taking concept from out their head and actually putting it into film, learning the language of film, and then presenting it to the public as a product, as a finished product. So students will learn how to use critical thinking, problem solving, communication, collaboration, and self-management, where they have to be responsible in meeting with different individuals and collaborating and put together these concepts. Now, how does the class flow? The class flow very simple. We have the entrepreneurial mindset where we investigate. Students are based with a question or a concern that they have to work on. They build a foundation out. They get to learn the foundation from this. The Paris where we talk about, okay, These are the language. These are the structures that goes along with the film. And then they go out in the field. They go out and actually apply what they've learned by producing films, documentaries, narrative, or experimental. These are the 8 domains that the first day of school that my students jumped right into. I feel it's very important that students understand the mindset, and I get to understand their mindset. So in the world that we live in, these are the key 8 domains that we will instill throughout the course: taking initiative, being self-reliant, flexible and adaptable, communication, collaboration, creativity and innovation, thinking about the future orientation. How can you make an impact in the world? Critical thinking and problem solving, opportunity recognition, and comfort with risk. So these are the domains that we kind of tie into my class throughout the year, so they're able to tackle these same concepts. Class rules. Now the class, very simple. 40% is based around project graded, test 20%, participation 20%, and assignment 20%. Just like any situation, turning in work on time is critical. Um, all projects will have deadlines. Makeup work, same number of days. They can turn in absent. They can make it up. And one of the key things I strongly push is participation. Is very important, and also their journals. Keeping a journal, documenting your learning, and holding students accountable is one of the key things. How do we measure your growth? In this course, hands-on activity. The business model will be one of the key things: use of technology and consumption of materials. Okay. One of the key things, we're going to jump right down to the syllabus. I think this is critical. It gives you an overview. First 9 weeks, we're doing cameraless to camera. So they get to learn about flipping the flip book. They get to learn about the zoetrope, how to build out these things, and actually create a mini 1 minute film in the first 9 weeks. Then we go into production tools, business models, workflow, direction, final shot of a film, and then presentation of a business plan. Requirement for class, we have apps. If they have option, they have a lot of free apps that we can get: stop motion, Filmic Pro, Video Leap, iMovie. These are things that they can edit their apps or edit their videos at home. um, yep. Communication and assignments. These are means that you can communicate. Most of the students in the class have access to the Google Classroom. This is the code that we use for the class. Schoology is another way of communication where assignments. GroupMe, this code right here is for parents. So if you need a contact, you can join by scanning the GroupMe, and you can get direct communication, real quick feedback through text using the GroupMe. And on the side, these are my room number, my email, my contact number, social media handler, and my website. Um, you get an idea of Mr. Paris. Again, I want to thank you, and I look forward to working with your child this year, and hopefully making it a great one. Thank you.